Marcos is dead, Fabio's dead, and we're about to start sharing rooms. Let's get started. Okay, we're starting back here. Yeah, hold on. I remember where we're at now. And we have to go grab that paper. I think it was next to his room. I don't know. You're in my way. Yeah. What does this even mean? What is that? What is that? What am I looking at? Like this? I think I know what this is. This looks like a cereal box. Some people just dancing. Just dance. Just dance. I guess it. Guys, I'm not used to having a PC, please. I noticed like my last video, like there's still like the things at the bottom and I was like, I don't know what to press, guys. I really don't. I'm glad I remembered. Anyway, cereal box. I think it was a cereal box. I don't know. Oh, I found it. You still can't do anything with this. Okay. What door? Hello? Hello? Damn it. There we go. Can I go press the other one now? Oh wait, are they in order? Then what is that? What is that? These are people getting groovy. I don't know what I'm looking at. Hold on. What's the button? Guess I'm not. I learned the hack. I just gotta press and save. So, trash can. I found the last location. I don't know what I'm looking for now. Oh my goodness, they are getting groovy. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is not a key. This is not a key. Oh, Marcos. This is a whole riddle just to get into Marcos. Does he really do this every day to get into his room? Oh. That's crazy. Okay, so it's not even a bedroom. I'm sorry. So he doesn't do that every night just to sleep. Oh, there's a phone. I'm sure I could figure something out. That thunder is so loud. It looks like a satellite phone. It has some battery. Maybe it can connect to someone. It seems to run on a small battery. It seems to run on small batteries. I'll take it to the room. My room? How do I... A flashlight. This will be very helpful. Oh no. I haven't had to use a flashlight yet. Does that mean it's gonna get dark? A flashlight? This will be very helpful. I put the batteries in and take it with me. Now I will be able to use the flashlight when I need it. R. I don't like that I need that. I really don't like that I need that. Is there anything else I could take? Because I would love to have a baseball bat. Oh, maybe he did sleep here. This is a sad looking room. Take backpack. Pick up the baseball bats. Real. And go back to your room. Does the other room not get baseball bats? girl, that's what you look like right now. Day 3 night. Eager, I just clicked through it, my bad. I don't know, but we're going to defend ourselves. We've all seen what that thing did to Fabio and Marcos. Honestly, I don't think we have a chance of defending ourselves. Yeah. Let's lose help now. Just get a group hug and give up. Maybe that's it. Maybe that thing only attacks people who are alone. Both Marcos and Fabios were alone at the time of the attack. That is hopeful thinking. Yeah, I think you're being too optimistic. But deep down you know that we're not getting out of here. I've always been very skeptical, but what the hell is happening? How is it possible that we're in this situation? I can't find any rational explanation. You're right. The truth is that this is beyond all of us. I don't know if we're being together. I don't know if being together will help. I don't know how to act. Yeah, exactly. And nothing helps me reading out loud. I'm a lost cause. None of us know, but you decided to do something, and I'm grateful for that. Yes, finally. Ho, you've been so ungrateful this whole entire time, so mean. All of you guys have been so mean to me. I understand I'm a pig, but come on. Without you, this would have been much worse, I assure you. Thanks, Elena. Do you think I should... Come on, pay up, Elena. You're rich. You make me rich too. Do you think I should talk to Felicia? Give it a try. She's calmer now. I'll talk to her. Hi, Felicia. How are you feeling? Hi, Iker. I'm still trying to process what I saw. You must think that I'm a terrible assistant. I do. I don't know if Iker does. I don't think that at all. I think it takes a lot of courage to process something so horrible. I believe you have more courage than many of my colleagues. Do you really think so? If we get out of this, maybe I'll join the police academy. And we could even be real partners, Iker. Haha, that would be nice. Now is the time to prove that you've got what it takes to be a cop. Don't let fear get to the best of you. We're going to do everything that we can to get out of the situation. I know it's sudden, but you're the only one who's seen that thing, so a bit of information, no matter how small, would help me a lot. This makes me nervous. I don't know what she's going to say. It's really hard to explain. That thing has a human shape, but it is not human. It has eyes, but no face. It knew I was there, watching it, but it didn't attack me. It's not an animal. It's like a character pulled straight from a horror movie. That's not what I wanted to hear. Do you think we can defend ourselves from it? Iker, if we're still alive, it's because that thing wants us to stay alive. I don't think we can hurt it. We'll find a way. You'll see. I have to go to the other room to make sure everyone's okay. No matter what, don't go outside. I forgot to close my closet. At least my cat's here. Iker, be careful. That thing makes a terrifying noise when it looks at you. Ew, what do you mean? No. It makes it echo inside your head. If you hear anything strange, please come back quickly. Alright, Felicia, thanks for telling me. I'll be careful. Sorry. I gotta prepare myself mentally. Okay. I think we're all good. 15. I gotta remember where that is. Hold on. 15. Is that downstairs? 15. That's downstairs. That's upstairs. That's downstairs. I don't remember. No. Oh, that's upstairs. That's right down the hallway. Hold on. It's right there, right? Why can't I close the door? Let me close the door! Salvatore, have you seen anything strange? Not for now. How are you? You shouldn't worry about me. Nothing's going to happen to me. You think so? Why? That's so for real. I have a theory that in the world there are special people who stand out. Oh, this is Salvatore? What? There are special people who stand out above. He's an alpha male. He is a alpha. People who are destined to be something important to humanity. I did not read everything that he just said. I'm not sure about that. You're very confident. You're not sure because you're not one of those people, Iker. Something inside of me tells me I'm special, unique, designed to do something great. I don't know how to explain it. I've always seen others as somewhat less important. That sounds like narcissism. That's a superpower. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying others are inferior. I'm just saying their destiny isn't to change the world. That is not a bad thing. Wow, you're very sure of yourself. It's my way of facing life. I'm here to stand out from the rest. If you don't love yourself, who will? I think it's good to love yourself, but I also believe it's important to be humble and understand that we are all equal. We are not equal, Iker. Everyone's good at something. Some people are smarter, dumber, more athletic, sick, lazy, etc. There are traits that, in most cases, are defined by your genes. That's why I think each person should strengthen what they are best at, and I am good at being a leader. Okay. I understand what you're saying, and you're somewhat right, but ego can distort your reality if you don't control it, making you believe things that aren't true. A good leader is someone who leads by example, works alongside their subordinates, treats them well, and stays on their level, not above them. It's actually, like, very true. I don't think so. To me, a leader has to be someone who's ruthless, who puts everyone in their place and teaches them. Okay. Teaches them where they stand. Not everyone can sit at the same table because if they think they're like you, they'll try to crush you and take what you've achieved. Those are very different perspectives, but keep in mind that you'll always get back what you've given. So in difficult times, the people who stay by your side are the ones you treated well, not the others. It's been a nice conversation, but I need to get back to my room before it gets too late. Thanks for the conversation. It's hard to find people who can argue even a little. Hi Maria, how are you? How do you think I am? I feel like killing someone. That is, I know you're not serious, but don't you think you should be a little bit more respectful? And why is that? I don't understand how we got into this situation. We're cut off from all civilization, out of contact, and with a killer lurking around. I understand, but complaining won't do any good. You're not going to tell me what I should do or say. I'm surrounded by idiots. Yeah, you did get the bad room. At least everyone else is doing something. If it weren't for people like me, the world would be a worse place. I am a member of an association that reports immoral content on TV and social media. You should be grateful. What do you mean by that? What kind of job is that? Sounds easy. Ooh, this is a good conversation. And what do you consider immoral? Anything that's political indoctrination? Those hippies use movies and series to normalize homosexuality, transsexuality, etc., even in children's movies. Interesting. Maria, you remind me of some people in my life. Governments impose an inclusion quota, overexposing minorities and limiting creativity. I understand what you're saying. Inclusion shouldn't be a requirement. Actors and actresses should be chosen for their talent or the context of the work, not for their race or religion. But isn't your group doing the same thing? Yeah. You're imposing your worldview on artists under the excuse that everything is indoctrination. I think imposing inclusion or fighting inclusion is equally harmful, don't you think? In the end, both of you are pushing to make things change to what you think is right. Doesn't that destroy creativity too? You're not imposing anything. We're complaining about the indoctrinating our kids. Imposition is imposition, no matter who's doing it. If you don't like something, simply don't consume it. That is such an amazing concept. It's so easy. It's literally the easiest concept ever, and nobody does it. But forcing it to be how you want it doesn't seem right to me. I really don't care what you think. You don't understand. Oh, girl. Ooh, girl. That's probably it. Ooh, I don't... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wasn't looking! I wasn't looking! Ah! Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh. Ah! 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 Let me close the door! Let me close the door! Blow out the candles. Why are there so many candles? It's like the Grim Reaper. Oh my gosh. Seeing that thing, I thought about turning off the lights and hiding. We didn't hear anything all night. I was just in a state of shock. I didn't understand what I had seen. Suddenly, it was a new day. I didn't even think I looked at it. Whatever. Where's my baseball bat? Oh. We're having some interesting music happening right now. I like it. Sounds mystical. I have to go see what happened. Stay here. We all know what happened. We heard the banging and the screams. Being together in the same room didn't help at all. That thing passed right by our door, but it didn't attack us. Why? I think it simply chose to go after the others first. Tonight will be our turn. There has to be something we could do. We know when it appears and what it looks like. I remember reading a book a few years ago. This music is like getting louder. I can hear myself. A few years ago about supernatural legends and myths. I don't know if it's stupid. It's not stupid. Right now, any information is very important. Do you remember anything from that book? I need to think. I'll try to write down everything I remember, though it's not much. It didn't, like, that's, oh my gosh, it ripped the door off. Oh, this thing is not. It's so brutal. It did not care. It did not care. Like, this thing, it ripped the door off here too. It... But like... This thing is just out to kill. It's not... What a macabre scene. It has a key hanging. Okay. Can't grab it. What is with this music? Like, it's just killing to kill. It's just staying next door. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, that's definitely Salvatore's leg. Okay, but like, what else am I supposed to be? I just investigated. Oh. It put him back in his car? Or no, maybe he... No, he was definitely put like that. It's Salvatore. He was dragged into his own car. As he dragged him, he cut off his limbs. There's still one more. There's the one chick. Where's she at? Is she in a car? What am I looking at? Oh. Oh. Oh no. She's in her room. What is that? There's a strange symbol painted on the ground. What does it mean? I have to write it down in my book. I don't want to turn around. I think it's gonna be there. Is that the phone ringing? Yes, it's the phone. Hello, is anyone there? There's interference. Can anyone hear me? Hello, we're here. Hello, there's too much interference. Listen, we need help. We're trapped at the Holiday Motel. Did I hear Holiday Motel? That can't be. Interference. Hello, I think the call got cut off. How is it possible for that phone to work? It must have some battery left, but it only receives calls. Maybe they're looking for us. It's possible. We need another plan. We can't just wait to be rescued. Besides, if we get rescued, how will we explain what happened here? We'd become murder suspects. Yes, but they wouldn't be able to prove it was us. We'd better keep thinking of ways to survive. I'm going to write down everything I remember from the book I read. Maybe we'll find something useful. Perfect for now, that's all we can do. Iker, Elena, and Felicia know that they could be the next victims. They know that the killer attacks at night, so they have little time to think of a plan. A few hours later. Afternoon. I don't like this creature. I really don't. I don't like... He's trifling. I've written down everything I remember. Great. Is there anything useful? Yes, according to the book I read, a supernatural being can be trapped and sent back to hell. It's a demon? But before setting a trap, we need to know what type of demon or ghost it is. It's a demon. Interesting. And how are we supposed to figure that out? Iker, you've been noting down the characteristics of that being in your book, right? Yes, I have some notes. Why did it take her like all day to write that down? Your notes can help us, but also try to remember things you may not have seen but didn't write down. I'll ask you some basic questions, and based on your answers, we'll determine what type of supernatural being it is to trap it up. And what happens if we're wrong? I think we all know what happens. Iker, I'll tell you the questions. Write them down so it'll be easier to figure out what kind of trap we'll need to set. Ooh, in order to make a trap, first you need to know what type of spirit the murderer is. You will have to answer the questions that Felicia asked you. These questions are written in your notebook. How does it move? Oh, here we go. Oh, this looks like it's already been answered for me. About to fix this? Oh. Ooh, well, it levitates. Oh, we got it drawn right here. Had no body. Me too. I don't want to butcher it. Never mind. I'm never gonna try. You may be bothered by a bright light. If he sees himself in the mirror, he will be trapped for a few seconds. Talk to Felicia. I've answered all the questions. Check them over. Alright. Oh, my bad. Can we do anything to stop it? Yes, we can try. We can trap it in a mirror and then break it, so it gets trapped and returns to its world. Every time I look in a mirror, it shatters. We need to make it see itself to trap it. Any ideas? My cat's moving. Understand that this monster will be clever and won't be easily fooled. As soon as it sees we've set up a mirror, it'll smash it. I have an idea. We can place the mirror on the floor, tied to a rope so it won't see it when it comes for us. Once it's near the mirror, Iker, you shine the flashlight directly at it to blind it. At that moment, we'll raise the mirror in front of it, so when it opens its eyes, it'll see itself and then break away from the mirror, or break the mirror. Honestly, like when I am in a game for a certain amount of time, it just starts like blending in my mind, and I just can't. I can't focus correctly. I don't know what's wrong with me. Great idea. I'm sure it'll work. Alright, I'll be the bait. As soon as it enters, I'll shine the light and then lift the mirror. If something happens to me, you two will have to break the mirror. Got it? What do you mean by that? So as soon as it enters, I'll shine the light, then lift the mirror. If something happens to me, is something going to happen to me? Got it. I'm going to find a mirror. Has to be bigger than the ones we got in the bathrooms. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. Find a large mirror that is not broken. Look in the office room, O2, and room 15. Room 15. That isn't broken. So O2. I don't like being out here. O2. O2. Which one's O2? I do not like being out here. I hate this so much. How do we know it's like literally not just looking at us? I feel its eyes on me, I swear. Sign of interference. Hello? Hello, we're here! This is unbelievable. Are you really in the area of the Holiday Motel? Yes, please. We need help. You shouldn't have gone near that area. Since the collapse, it's been extremely dangerous. We're in the motel, in the rooms. There hasn't been any collapse. Can you send help? Is this a joke? The area of the old Holiday Motel was literally swallowed by the ground. Nothing was left. Just a massive hole. 8 people disappeared. Oh, I don't like that. There are plenty of warnings to keep people away. Why don't you listen to them? That's impossible. We're here in the motel and nothing has collapsed. Please, really, we need help. I'm currently passing by a few kilometers from where the Holiday Motel used to be, and all I see is a giant hole. You shouldn't joke about this. What's he talking about? We're here. We're alive. It's no joke. You should have some respect. When the incident happened, I lost a good friend. His name was Mark. I don't know what to think anymore. A few days ago, I didn't even believe in the supernatural. What if he's telling the truth? What is happening? This is worse than a nightmare. We all agree that what's happening is very strange, but right now, all we can do is try to stop the monster before it kills us. You're right, it's important. What's important now is to sticking to the plan. Let's go get the trap ready. Sorry, I'm reading like everything completely wrong, but just like understand that like my mind and my mouth do not keep up with each other. I don't know which one's faster. I have no idea. I struggle talking normally in the first place. Iker, Elena, and Felicia feel strange about the conversation through the walkie-talkie. Still, the only option left is to try to catch the spirit. They set up the trap and wait until it is night so that the spirit attacks them. I'm so ready. I got this. Come on. Is everything ready? What do we do? Lock yourselves in the bathroom. It wouldn't help if we were all here. And what if that doesn't work? It will work, I'm sure. If I die before I can break the mirror, one of you will have to do it. I'll do it, don't worry. Alright, I need to get its attention. If I stay here, it might notice the trap. It's better to go out there and lure it. If I don't make it back to the room in time, you know what you have to do. I really didn't want to do this. Be careful, Iker. Where and what? Oh, I hate this so much. Search the motel rooms for clues about the monster. You are the worst person ever. Sorry, I had to take a break. I'm so scared, y'all don't even understand. Oh no. Mm-mm. 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 You know how, like, I sincerely don't want to do that. I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm not gonna lie. I, like, actually really hate this. What am I supposed to be looking for? What is that? No, 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 no. Let me get back to the room. Oh my gosh. Oh, ah! Oh, how do I get it? How do I get it? I'm trying to use my flashlight. Let me use my flashlight. Flashlight. Oh my gosh. This is giving Conjuring, the last Conjuring movie, with the mirror. Eager. Oh man, hold on, I'm shaking. That was really scary. I don't like being chased. Every time I'm chased by someone, I punch the hell out of them. I instantly start swinging. So when I'm trapped to a computer, Iker manages to lure the monster into the trap. The light seems to affect him, and he manages to lift the mirror so that the monster can see his reflection. Unfortunately, Iker loses consciousness before he can break the mirror. I forgot to put... It's probably for the best. I think I would have, like, pissed myself. Day 5, morning. That was really scary. Ooh. Finally, you're awake. We were worried. Aren't we, like, supposed to be in a hole right now? What happened? Don't you remember anything? I remember shining the flashlight at the thing, and then holding the mirror up to the ghost. After that, I remember nothing. When you held the mirror up, that monster screamed. It looked like it was in pain. It deserved it. What happened next? There was a bright flash, and then the monster disappeared. I quickly grabbed the baseball bat and smashed the mirror. So it worked? We killed it? It seems so. As soon as that thing disappeared, the weather started improving, and it's barely raining now. I'm not allowed. I'm gonna try talking louder because I feel like the music is, like, really loud right now. Also, some vehicles are starting to work again. Really? What about the mobile phones? It's so loud. I'm ascending right now. No, all the electronics are still fried, and there's no electricity. That's odd. Everything should work now. Why only some cars? After everything we've been through, that's the least change to me. We need to leave as soon as possible. It's like Silent Hill. That town. Yeah. We should go now. Where's Felicia? She said she needed to step out of the room for a moment. Is she okay? I don't know what to tell you. I think she's dealing with some serious post-traumatic stress. You should talk to her. I'll go find her. Alright, I'll wait by your car. My car. Oh my goodness. It's weird seeing it so bright right now. Wow. Ooh, we tore this place up. That's disturbing. That is very disturbing. Where is she? Oh, hello. This isn't catching air. You're looking at a body. Felicia, you shouldn't. Come on. We have to leave. I didn't think this moment would come. We're very lucky. No one's going to believe us. How are we going to explain what happened here? It won't be easy, but we don't have a choice. I don't know if I can get over this. It's too much for me. I've seen many deaths in my life. It's part of... it's the bad part of my job. You have to learn to accept that it's part of life. Have you gotten used to seeing dead people? In a way, yes. But it's always affected me. Saying it so wrong. My bad. We can't leave them here. And we won't. We'll come back for them. But for now, we will have to leave. Alright, let's go. Go find your car keys there in your room. I am just running back and forth. All these fancy cars. Why is it so bare? Like, is that really... Place where the holiday motel disappeared. The scientific community cannot explain it. This is too loud. The scientific community is unable to explain what happened in this area. Where the holiday motel used to be, there is now an immense crater. Scientists from all over the world have traveled to the area trying to explain what happened. After months of work, no one has been able to find a credible explanation. The families of the 8 missing people pressure the government to provide explanations. For its part, the government is unable to give a logical explanation, which has led people to create all kinds of conspiracy theories, from aliens to biblical signs. The whole world is paying attention to this phenomenon. It's still unexplained. I'm just confused because, like, yes, there's a crater, but like it's the motel literally in the middle of a desert. Like, it's just the motel and like the house next to it, nothing else. What? Whoa. Whoa, wait. That's what we look like? This kind of looks like AI. The survivors of Holiday Motel. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not very good at picking out. I'm like an old grandma. In a recent interview, the survivors tell the horror that they experienced inside the so-called anomaly. In their story, they tell how the other missing people were brutally murdered by ghosts who appeared at night, and how they finished him off. All of them have had to receive psychological assistance, especially Felicia, who is the youngest survivor and suffers from severe post-traumatic stress. The entire world has its eyes fixed on the anomaly. Iker, Elena, and Felicia are the 3 survivors of the Holiday Motel. Once again, the scientific community is baffled. No. No. Sorry about that. They have appeared out of nowhere. This goes against everything we already knew. And the 3 survivors appeared out of nowhere in a car months after the Holiday Motel disappeared. Months? We were gone for that long? They are currently undergoing testing. I thought it was a macabre joke. Javier tells us how he was able to talk to the survivors from outside of the anomaly. I thought it was a joke. I lost a friend in the Holiday Motel. No one can explain how Javier was able to contact the satellite phone of his friend Marcos, which disappeared in the incident. The survivors confirmed that they were able to speak with him, although with interference. Scientists continue investigating. That was solid. That was a solid game. I really like that. That had my panties in wad. I was pissing myself, I'm not gonna lie. I loved it. That was great. That was really good. Thank you.